Hi everyone, welcome to the Wechaty GSoD 2021 midterm presentation of the tutorials team. We are working on creating easy to learn tutorials for the beginner users of Wechaty. I will start by giving a small introduction of myself. I am Shobik Biswas, currently pursuing a BTech degree in Computer Science and Engineering from IIIT Kalyani in India. I am a passionate mobile app developer and a freelance technical writer of Code Magic blog. You can connect with me on Twitter and find some of my articles on Medium. Over to Shwetal.
Hi everyone, I'm Shweta Soni. I'm currently pursuing BTech in CSC at NIT Hamirpur. I'm a UI UX designer, web developer, and also a blockchain developer. And you can connect with me on GitHub, LinkedIn, Medium at Shweta Soni. And you can also connect with me on Twitter.
Now I would like to give you a brief idea about our tasks for the Wechaty documentation. Our main goal is to improve the Wechaty tutorials documentation, which includes adding step-by-step guide for building a bot, adding interactive code sandboxes, using which the users can try out the bot directly within the documentation page. They can just scan the QR code using their WeChat app and they are ready to play with the bot. Some other tasks include adding screenshot and GIFs of the bot running on the device, adding tutorials for building the example bots, and also creating the cheat sheet. Here's an overview of the final structure for each of the tutorial pages that we are currently following, so that all the tutorial pages are consistent and are easy to follow for any user. The structure contains an introduction section where we talk about the goal of the tutorial. Try out the bot section basically contains the code sandboxes of the bot along with an editable link. The requirements section contains a list of required tools in order to follow the tutorial. The getting started section talks a bit about the installation step of the required tools and how the users can try out the bot locally by cloning its GitHub repo. Building the bot is the main section where we include the step-by-step guide. Running the bot contains commands for running the bot on the user system. The bot demonstration section contains the commands that can be used within the bot, along with some of the screenshots or GIFs if required. At the end, we have the conclusion and references section where we include any links that the users can go to for knowing more about a particular concept related to the bot. Okay, now I will talk a bit about the tasks we have completed until now. So we have completed about 55% of our GSoD tasks, and you can see on this slide an overview of the pages that we have added or improved and whatever tasks is still left. In the past 8 weeks, we have done a total of 25 pull requests, which consists of 21 weekly peers, which are actually the addition or improvement of the documentation page that we had included in our initial proposal. And these 4 miscellaneous peers are which include some fixes that we had done to some of the pages, like if there were any missing links or code sandbox is producing an error, then the page and if the page needs some additional changes after the initial peer is merged, so these all are covered in these 4 miscellaneous peers. So on this slide you can see an overview of the pull requests that we have done along with their current status. Now I would like to talk a bit about some of the peers that I have worked on and about some of the challenges that I have faced while working on them. During this GSOD, the first contribution that I did to the Wechaty docs was adding the Warple page containing the step-by-step guide and a code sandbox. Next, I worked on the installation page containing the tools required before getting started with building any bot. I have done some improvements to the Google Cloud Shell page to make it concise and easy to follow. I have also added the Wechaty plugins overview and the tutorial for two of the plugins. The last task that I worked on during this period is adding the tutorial for the Wechaty Redux plugin following the Dux proposal style. Now talking about the challenges I faced, so when I initially started with improving the Wechaty docs, the biggest challenge was building a Wechaty bot myself, which required the knowledge about how to create NPM projects, getting to know how to use various plugins in the bot, and also how can I interact with the bot by connecting to a device. Fortunately, I overcame these challenges pretty quickly and understood the structure to follow while building a Wechaty bot. The next challenge that I faced was building a code sandbox because I had never worked on it before. But as I had been contributing to the Wechaty before even the GSoD period started, and I had tried building some of the code sandboxes at that time. So during the GSoD period, I could quickly grasp how to build these sandboxes. Coming to the third challenge, there were a few errors in some of the example codes present inside the Wechaty Getting Started GitHub repo. These errors took a bit of time to solve, but the mentors were very helpful in this and they helped us to get them sorted pretty quickly. This is all about the challenges I faced during my contribution to Wechaty. We have also created an issue under the Wechaty documentation repo to track our progress during this GSOD season. Now over to Shwetal.
Okay, so these are all my PRs that I have worked on until eight till under the eight period of 8 weeks. So in first week I created PR for running locally Ding Dong bot, under which I have created tutorial for by like one by cloning the Wechaty getting started repo, and then creating a detailed tutorial uh, enabling the users to learn how to build from scratch the Ding Dong bot. Then in next week, I've created PR for getting started overview, in which I have keeping in needs of all types of users. Like if a user is at beginner level, where he can head to, like the Ding Dong bot and also the Google Cloud Shell. So all this I've mentioned under this section. Then in the same week, I also created another PR for tutorials overview page. Under this, I have mentioned all the tutorials that the Wechaty contains. First, for the users that are new to Wechaty, then some advanced tutorials, usually using plugin with Wechaty, Purple with Wechaty, and also using Redux with Wechaty. And then there are some example bots divided into three different sections, that is basic, advanced, and professional bots. And we have together created tutorials for basic and advanced bots. Next upcoming weeks we will be creating tutorial for professional bots also. So all these bots I mentioned at this page. Then third week I created tutorial for how to run Ding Dong bot on Gitpod. So yeah, and then I have in sixth week I have created tutorial for uh, one plugin, that is QR code terminal plugin. And in week 7 I created PR for using Redux with Wechaty overview, where I have given a detailed information about different ways that are available, how to use Redux with Wechaty, one using vanilla Redux and one by using Dux proposal style. So all that I mentioned there. So these were all my PRs week 8. And then now the challenges that I've faced. So when I started with GSoD, I wasn't aware how Wechaty works. I even faced some issues while running Ding Dong bot, but with the help of my uh, teammates and mentors and volunteers, I eventually uh, get everything, and now I'm able to easily create PRs and all the tutorials. So apart from this, the other challenges that I faced were one, you while sometimes there are errors while running Wechaty with different puppets for some advanced bots, and one error that I keep facing occasionally is timeout error, and I created PR for that, and I hope I'll get a reply for it soon. Um, and other thing was I've also created a issue for tracking what all the features that are to be added later to tutorial section. So this was all about the challenges. Then for the next upcoming weeks, we have to work on some of the bots that are left in the advanced section and all the bots left in the professional. So these are the boards left under professional section, and also we have, after that we have to create a cheat sheet will be basically containing code snippets regarding different boards and also about some of the plugins. So this is all we have to work later, and after that we'll be reviewing our all the work, start from starting to beginning, and wherever we have to fix something, fixing links and all, we'll be doing that at the end. So this is all about whatever work we have done till now.
Thank you for watching our Wechaty midterm presentation.